Okay, the passenger side wasn't too bad. I did learn some new or more efficient ways to take off this side because I put way too much work on the other side. Oh, yes! All right, got that one down. These ball joints suck. Oh, I broke it off from the joint. I mean, I guess that's it. I just got to somehow take care of that, but it is so hot. Like, I mean, it's not hot, but it's hot, man. Especially wearing the suit. Oh, by the way, you guys probably picked up why am I wearing my old suit because of these markings. I forgot. So we went to go film stuff with Ryan's Mustang. Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Boo Boo. How you doing?
Hi, Ryan. Look, Mustang.
Turd.
Huh?
Don't buy one.
Oh, don't buy one. But he bought one.
Buy German.
Buy German. But he bought four. He bought American because freedom. Freedom. We speak freedom. We speak freedom only here. As of this time of this recording, it was a couple of days ago, and I totally forgot I left it back there. I was gonna go pick it up yesterday, but then I was just too tired because I didn't get a lot of sleep from editing, and obviously trying to get this thing like up to speed because there's a lot of stuff needs to be done. So it was just one of those, like, I was just exhausted. I'm gonna go pick it up tonight. So if you guys see a continuity error, that's the reason why. So I actually, fun fact, the brakes, I found out that I do have brand new calipers, but it's only for the rear. So I got front ones coming in soon. I have the rotors and everything. I have all the tools I need to get this thing off. I could use my new sockets I bought. Hold on. So I apologize if you guys, the darkness, like you're seeing my face. I appreciate the shade, honestly. So it might be a little bit dark. I don't have any mirrors or anything to reflect. That will honestly just make me really hot. But yeah, I went to the store earlier this morning. So it's technically the second day now. I didn't have much time to I only had enough time to work on the one side because I was making things harder for myself. I haven't bought like new sockets in a hot minute because I keep losing mine. I need to reorganize my van, man. Like I need to like go in there and really just like organize it properly. The problem is the van moves, so I need to find a way to, there is product out there that secures your sockets and stuff. I just haven't had time to spend the money to like go grab it. Come on. There you go. You know how many times like literally yesterday I had to grab an adapter and use like a 3/8 socket and make it to a 1/4 inch. Now I have a 1/4 inch. Oh, that's beautiful. Now I could just stick it in there like this with good clearance and just, So I don't know if I've ever expressed my excitement on the Charger. I'm so excited to be working on this. I'm so excited. The chassis is not perfect. It's got like, surface rust here and there, and it had no trans tunnel for a long time, so maybe there's a slight warpage, but I mean, who knows? But I love this thing. This thing, just like the Pink 240 and then the FDM, this thing also has history. This chassis is the longest chassis I've ever owned. This is actually the second chassis I've owned since, so the Red 240 was my first drift chassis. This is technically the second, but I just couldn't do anything with it, because I didn't have the resources or anything to make any of this happen. So, I mean, the Red 240 and this was together at one point, the same time period. Every time I moved anywhere like shops or locations, I just dragged this thing with me. I just kept on dragging with it because I knew the potential was there. And then obviously Toge Factory made the huge jump for me, made the swap. That what really like is pushing this thing. And honestly, the swap itself is like the biggest crucial thing, and after that, everything else is kind of like, we could do it on our own, or it won't be too difficult. But yeah, no, this thing has been 10 years in the making, almost 10 years. I think I technically owned, Nick gave me this chassis since like 2016, I think. I want to either 2015 or 2016, one of the two. But yeah, after that, I cherished it. The way you see it is the way it was. It has fenders. It has like the headlights and everything. It just didn't ever had a front bumper because Nick crushed the front bumper because he was gonna scrap this thing. He was gonna scrap this chassis originally. We actually had a conversation recently about how like, if I would have kept it, I probably made a drag car out of it. Obviously 10 years later, because he's been getting really into drag racing a lot. Like, his whole family is like drag racing family, but he specifically was starting to get into it like a lot more in depth, other than just fixing their family's drag car. This also has a clean title, by the way. That means if you drive it on the street after it's 25 years old, 2006, 25 years old. Oh my God, it's about to be 20. In about 2 years, this will be a classic car. Isn't that weird? This is a 06 SRT8. It's not what you think of as a classic, but there is to me, there is a lot of like specific stuff where I thought this would be a great drift platform. Just like, just simple things. Oh, I can't wait. Like, I've showed it a little bit, but when you put the RB in this chassis, there's so much room in the engine bay. It's like nuts. It's so nuts. Like, S chassis swaps could never. And most of the times people put RBs in like smaller cars, have the difficulty of like clearance issues, but this is not this one. We're gonna have the opposite issue. We're gonna have way a lot of clearance. Too bad not building a drag car. This would have been perfect because with all that room, you could put the fattest turbo in there. You could do all kinds of stuff, but no. Fun little fact, I'm talking to you guys as I'm taking my freaking a million years to take this last caliper bolt out. Pop this bad boy. Oh, my finger. You know when your finger just got caught in it? Fudge. Oh, that actually kind of hurt. Oh. These Brembos look like they're not in bad nick. You know, they're definitely rebuildable. That's what's really nice about the SRTs. They came with Brembos and stuff. That one, this is like a legit Brembo too, so this is probably original. The other side had like an aftermarket replacement. But yeah, look how beefy this thing is. But yeah, but this thing is, I mean, it's been sitting since I've owned it for like 10 plus years, but yeah, the rotor's just crusty. This rotor's just crusty. What's really interesting is that this is the first time I'm owning a chassis that has 2 ball joints, you know, in the controller arm side. Usually the S chassis I've owned only have 1. So you have 1 rotational point, less wear and tear, right? And the caster arm attached to the actual control arm itself. But this one, both the caster arm and the control arm are attached together on the knuckles separately.
Okay, so I keep making a mistake here. I keep calling the front lower control arm a caster arm. It's not a caster arm because this control arm is 2 to make it the double wishbone. So I keep saying caster arm in this video, so I just want to clarify that. So I just want to make sure no one's confused. Okay, cool. Back to the video.
So now you have 2 rotational parts here. My biggest concern, I guess, would be like, you know, when you have 2 extra parts moving, that's 2 extra wear points. We have 2 things to consider, and these are non-greasable ball joints, by the way. This bottom one of this knuckles are replaceable. This one up here is non-replaceable. So if this ball joint goes out, you need to replace that caster arm. And there's another thing too. So the other issue is that we're limited on angle. I don't know where the limitation this rack would be. Yeah, wow, that's so interesting. When you move the, I don't know if everything is loose, that's why, but if not, everything moves. It's so interesting watching. This is my first dual wishbone suspension setup. I know dual wishbone, they're good flat cornering other than McPherson strut. So there are like advantages here and there, but you probably won't get a lot of angle. It's not like you could just cut the knuckle and make more angle, because now the other issue is that we have this caster arm that would be, so I wonder if I could cut this knuckle just a little bit more, because I have like at least, it's got to be like a ½ inch of clearance right here before it hits the factory bump stop. So I don't know if like, this has to be, once we have new parts in it, we can see where the full locking actually sits, but we have a ½ inch right here. There's a lot of opportunity here to make more angle, and then obviously going out is no problem, because like the bump stop is, going out wouldn't be a problem. I think the other issue you're going to be having is geometry where the wishbone sits. I don't know, like, I don't know too much about wishbone geometry, but just from looking at this, since there's so much moving parts down here, you can't just like cut the knuckle and move it over as I'm thinking right now. It looks like we're gonna have to mess with some stuff. I mean, I don't really care if I have crazy angle or not on this thing, as long as it just like, it gives me, if we could get a little bit more angle, that'd be great. Most people do cut knuckles anyway. That's just a little bit. It's not like they don't make an angle kit for this thing. Definitely need to do more research on the wishbone suspension, and maybe have someone like I could talk to who's like really knowledgeable about understanding if we need to make changes, what's the proper changes to be made. But yeah, no, sorry, I'm just talking a lot because there's all these thoughts are having in my head right now, and I'm just kind of like in a limbo of like, what can we do here differently? These SRT chassis, they actually do drift. People have drifted before. They did that 2008. I forgot who was driving that chassis, but it was a blue SRT8, just like this one. It's a similar SRT. I believe it still had a 6.1 in it. It was making a bajillion power. And this is back when Formula D was still kind of like smaller, and like horsepower rating wasn't like up to 4 digits like cars like now. But I mean, he was able to drift. Someone has that chassis right now. I want to know what they did to the suspension. That's why I'm really curious. Maybe I could do some research. Maybe it's public information, but there are people out there who actually drive these chassis. Never seen their setup or anything, so I don't know what to reference by, but I'm really curious as to seeing what people have done. But for now, we're just doing everything stock. We need a baseline first before we do it. Anyways, all right, that's enough talking for now. Let's start getting. Okay, sorry guys. I actually had to do an oil change real quick, so that I'm back now. What I'm gonna do now is let's take the hub off, and then let's start inspecting. But yeah, no, I'm excited, man. I'm excited for this thing. Like, you know, I love my S chassis. I really do. I don't know if I already made a video about the Pink 240, like explaining its current situation, but it's right there, and it's just stuck. It's gonna be in storage for a hot minute. But the reason why I'm doing that is because, like I said, I want to focus on this thing, and I'm really interested in how this thing, it's unique, it's different. Like I said, like I've been wanting to build this before, like my FDM. As of right now, it seems a lot more like service friendly, which I I like. It's big. Unlike the S chassis, the Chargers are more plentiful out there, and V6 and SRTs all share the same chassis. We went to the junkyard actually, so spoiler alert, we went to the junkyard. We got some interior parts actually, and which I'm gonna have to install in with some new stuff. I got some personal opinions from other people thinking, I don't know about it, but you know, I wanna know. And plus, like I said, this is not supposed to be some like tandem, like God chassis or something. Like there are reasons why these things are probably not as popular as S chassis or any other chassis you could probably think of. But you know, it's for fun. That's the thing about me. I do things for fun. I want to do it how I want it. I want to be a little unique. And like I said, I fell in love with this chassis 10 years ago and the idea of it, and it's gonna be coming to a reality. So your boy's gonna do that. All right, big boy socket. All right, let me get my big boy gun. It is a little hot though, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie to you, Tree. It's a little toasty out here. That's why I'm kind of glad I'm in the shade, because now I could don't have to be, I was sweating on the other side. Wow, look at that. Fresh battery makes a big difference. Okay, now the other side came apart. This one is, nope, it did not come apart. This one's all Gucci gang. I mean, they looked okay. What I like to do is, I like to just put like a rubber glove on it, like a condom, and then just so I don't damage any of the metal and or anything like that. I'm not like gonna powder coat this knuckle or anything. I'm gonna probably just clean it up. I mean, it's a knuckle. Most people like powder coat it, you know, like any excuse really. And some people just want to powder coat just a powder coat, you know. They just want the excuse to powder coat. For me, nah, I'm good. I just make sure I don't want to damage anything. Okay, next on the list. Stuff I've done that made myself harder is using the fork to get these ball joints out. But I saw a video where I was looking how to take, if I need to buy the bottom ball joint tool. The guy was showing me, and it's like how to do it. That's a little easier. I actually sprayed down these with knocker loose the other night, so that definitely should help. But yeah, we're gonna try to get these guys knocked out. This one should be a 21. Bingo, bingo. All right, so first one we'll do the tie. This is what I should have done. I should have took the tie rod out first. I was doing it all backwards. Okay, a couple threads there, and then the guy was like, just take a hammer and just hit it to the side. Wow, came off that easy, just like that. That was so easy. Oh, this guy used a press to pop it out that way, but I don't have a press, so. Ooh, that got hot. Oh yeah, it's got nylon on it, so the nylon burned. What I did for this one, I actually used a fork for this side to get it popping. Come on. Come on. I don't know what happened, but I just saw the recording just turn off, which sucked. But what happened was that I got the arms out. The ball joints came out way simpler by actually hitting it like you're supposed to, and then they just popped right out. So this one, I gotta put the jack to give it pressure because it's just spinning. But yeah, everything came off so easy. Like it was so easy. I can't believe I didn't do that earlier. Okay. Okay. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. All right, cool. That should give it enough tension. And then this thing should just kind of oh my God. This ball joint is just spinning. Oh no. Okay. Well, there's an Allen in the middle, and I just need to use a 19 wrench to pop it out. I think it's this one. Try this. Too big. Way too big. This one. That's the perfect size. Where's my adjustable? Where did my adjustable go? Where did it actually go? Come on. Oh, there it is. It was literally underneath my feet the whole entire time. I swear it wasn't there earlier, but I guess it was. Oh my God. This thing does not want to. Holy cow. This thing is, it is rock. Like, not rock, but like it's tight. That nylon, man. There you go. Now I'm broken it off. There you go. Okay. All right. That's out. And now just, okay. Second knuckle out. This one, at least the top part is off. The ball joint on the other side broke off, so I have to somehow take that apart. Okay. We got that out. Next, we're going to take the strut out. So, take the hood off. Supposedly, this hood goes for a lot of money because it's the SRT hood. It's got the hood scoop on it. Supposedly, that's what I heard. I don't know if it's true, but thankfully, working in the shade is kind of nice, but it's still hot out. Okay. Is that 13? Nope. Oh, this is a 12, so this is a 15. 15, 12, 13. Bingo, bingo. Oh. I think before I do that, let me go take the bottom one out here first. What is it, a 19? Please be a 19. It's an 18. Damn, 18 is a very kind of popular. Oh, kind of popping. Yeah, it's 18. All right, I'm just gonna zap this one out. Okay, beautiful. There you go. All right, so where's my 13? Okay, nice. There you go, it should be moving freely now. And then we're able to just pop it out. Oh, these sway bar links I totally forgot about. These are a pain in the butt, man. Because to get them out, you need to use like a socket of some sort and just like slowly wrench it out. So annoying. This is what I had to do last time. This is not very caca right now. Oh, what size was that? Had to be like a 21. 21? No, I'm not. What's 9 plus 10? 21? Oh, it is a 21, yeah. And now, with the power invested in me, where is that 10 mil? They have a 10 mil here? Oh my god, we don't have to use the adapter. Let's go. Okay, 10 mil, 10 mil. Give me 10 mil. A fine addition to my collection. Then gets lost in the void forever. Yeah, this is how I did it last time. Probably used a breaker bar of some sort. The way this is not gonna end well. Oh, I think I have to turn it. There you go. Where's that knocker? It's not the proper way to do it because you should do it while it's all out of the car like this. Oh my. Alright, I'm gonna have to resolve that. Nah. The way I made this so much harder for myself right now. There you go. I could probably use the gun, but I feel like something bad's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna do it by hand. Oh, I need more wrenches, man. Seriously. Come on. This is annoying because it needs to go all the way out. Like you can't just do a little bit and just like throw it all off. No, you need to go all the way out. There you go. Found the little, yep, there you go, come on. Yep, there you go. Bingo. Get this bad boy out. That goes there. Oh, struts out. This time, this side was a lot more easier because I kind of like should have done with how they do in Vacuum Factory. This one should come off really easily because, yeah, I think Nick messed with this for sure. There's no way that this was all loose. Nick definitely messed with it, which is why everything is loose the way it is. I mean, thanks to him, made this top part easier. Top control arm out. Now the bottom control arm. It took me a while yesterday, but so I was trying to take this thing out, right? This little nut. And then it just keeps spinning. I'm like, it's loosening up, but at one point stopped. And I'm like, there's gotta be something holding it back. And there was. Back here where the sway bar mount is, there's like a little Allen key where you put in so you can actually get it out fully. So I was like, see, I thought to myself, I knew something was hiding, you know? Sometimes you just like work on cars long enough, you're just sitting here like, how did they do that? There's no way. Like, it needs to come out a certain way. Like, how's that holding it there? You know, you just start, like, kind of, like, understanding the logic here. It's like, there's just no way it can't fit like that. But, yeah. But once you identify all of them, like, it's not that bad, really. They even made, like, these little heat shields to cover up the bushings. Don't have to worry about that because the exhaust is out the top. Don't have to worry about your floor being hot when your exhaust is shoot up. And when you're tracking a car sometimes, like, it could the floor gets really hot, you know? Especially if there's no proper heat shielding. Oh, Jesus. This bad boy is in there for a hot minute. Come on. Okay, I was gonna be like, that bolt just literally just disintegrated. One more holding. This side's holding the sway bar. Oh my God. Yeah, so earlier I talked about, you know, since I'm practically taking this whole thing apart and I'll have the bare subframe on here, like, should I paint the subframe? Should I take it off? Because it's a little crusty, I ain't gonna lie to you. But then I'm like, you know what? The problem is that I got a lot of stuff to do today, and I just don't have time to thoroughly clean everything. That's gonna take a while. So I thought to myself, you know, I could go to a junkyard, and I could probably find like a subframe laying around if the engine's taken out. So if the engine's taken out, you know, like that's the issue. If not, like maybe like at the end of the season, like we'll thoroughly go through the chassis, you know. The car does need some TLC at certain rust spots and stuff. So I was like, you know, I thought about it, but not right now. We just need to get this thing up and going. They're mostly surface rust too. It's like nothing serious. We got a little tiny little heat shield. All right, what size are you? These are some random bolts from the Nissan build. Random bolts. That is nut. Nope, too big. Let's try. What size are you? 16, 15. Let's try a 15. I guarantee it's a 15 because I put a 15 back earlier. Maybe a 14? Kind of like, it's got some wiggle room. Nope, it is a 15. Okay. All right, where's my impact? First of all, ow, that kind of hurt. Okay, sway bar. Okay, now we have, so in the back here, there's like this fat Allen key, and then you just like that. And I wonder, I don't think I even did this yesterday, but take on these. And ladies and gentlemen, wow, I guess second time is the charm. That came off so easy. And we are done. Front suspension is all out. Brilliant. That was awesome. That was good. For now, we'll just throw you back on here. Actually, here, we'll just take you all out. Okay. All right, so now we got the front suspension off. Time to install the new stuff. Ugh, oh man. Okay, think first, well, actually before I install the front suspension, I do need to install the rears. So I think we could do now is lift up the rears actually. Let's do that.